How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you're doing great. I hope you've been drinking some water, eating some food, moisturizing your lips. I know you guys all have dry lips out there. Oh, no, I know you just licked your lips. I know that you have dry lips. Moisturize, buddy. Anyways, this is going to be the new setup tour for my room. I did one about like a year ago, and there are a lot. And I mean a lot of things. This setup is made for the gamers, the streamers, the video editors, also like people that just like video games and anime and all that kind of stuff, but also a really big fan of EDM and music. Everything clashed into one, into a room you basically never need to leave. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the video. All right, there's quite a bit of stuff in this room, so let's start with the jerseys first. I'm a really big fan of EDM music, and more specifically with melodic dubstep, rhythm, and progressive house. Since I've worked with so many artists, whenever they have a jersey, I try to get them signed by them. Some of these jerseys are fairly common, and some of them are extremely rare to find. Let me know in the comments which one you think is the most expensive, and I'll let you know if you got it correct. Now moving on to the bed itself, this is the same bed that I had from last year, and my first official Genshin Impact purchase is actually Sitlali's pillow. And then of course, I have Iron Mouse's worm body pillow, and you can definitely see it on my streams whenever I do just chatting scenes. I've kept my Elenium Pashmina hanging up on the side of my wall, along with my Set the Sky flag and a feel-good sign that I actually got from Five Below. It does work, I just forgot to plug it in. And right above my head is actually a nice 4K projector that I got from Weemoose. It's 4K, ultra bright, and it has Bluetooth and AirPlay. What's so cool about it is that I can connect my phone to it and listen through my AirPods, so I can listen to this in total silence at nighttime. And right next to my bed is my cosplay Claymore, that is Mawika's 1,000 Blazing Suns from Genshin Impact. This is my first ever 3D print, and I'm so proud of how it all came out, and I painted everything myself. I took this to my first Comic-Con, and I'll definitely have a full review of how I created this in the future. Dude, this thing looks so sick. Like, come on, man. It's so cool. Let's get to the desk first, and then we'll finish with the rest of the room afterwards. Because in the past, most of my desks had very small real estate, and I just wanted something nice and big where I can put anything I wanted on top. And luckily, I found this one on Amazon that actually came with a pad top that covered the entire desk. And now, because I have a 3D printer, I decided to make some little attachments for my Stream Deck, and also have a little drawer to hold all of my knickknacks so it doesn't clutter up the desk. I also got a little side table to hold all my spare pieces of equipment that I need and for extra storage. And to the right of my desk, I have a standard IKEA metal drawer to hold all my files, cleaning utensils, and miscellaneous items. For my daily driver and my streaming computer, I still have my trusty MacBook Pro with an M1 Pro chip in it. It's an absolute beast, and it handles pretty much anything I throw at it. For my webcam, I actually use my Nikon Z6 Mark I. Usually I have my 14-24 f.2 lens on here, but I'm using that lens to film this video. And all that's connected to my Elgato 4K cam link. Holding up my laptop is a nice Vista arm that I got from Amazon, and I have all my dongles connected underneath via Velcro. And I MacGyvered this little mechanism for my camera. Basically, it's a desk clamp for a light, and then I have a super clamp sticking out so it gives it a little bit more reach. And because everything is so tall, I actually have to mount my studio monitors onto these Amazon Basic monitor mounts. This helps so I can have speakers over the monitors whenever I'm gaming or editing. And for my XLR power cables, I have a little right and left angle adapters for them so that they're not sticking out and damaging the jerseys when the desk is rising up and down. And these are the same JBL monitors that I had last year, still going strong, and I absolutely love them. Alright, now let's get to the good stuff. When I was working with Cloud9, they had ultra-wide curved monitors editing in the studios that we were allowed to use. Once I used one, I immediately knew that I wanted one because it was such a big quality of life change. After talking to an old colleague, I ended up getting this LG ultra-wide 39-inch monitor. Color accuracy is great, the sharpness is wonderful, and to hold this behemoth of a monitor, I have my Vivo heavy-duty monitor mount. And above that is my old Asus ProArt monitor that I used to use in my old setup. And this is just sitting on a really tall monitor arm so that I can have this stacked right above my main monitor. The real estate you get on this monitor is incredible. Your timeline can stretch basically forever, and I don't know how I edited with my old monitor before this. Also, don't mind this shot. This was my old PC case before I got the new ones, so I just wanted to show this part off because this part looked really, really, really cool. But I mean, dude, it's freaking massive, and it's so nice, and you're just so immersed whether you're editing or gaming. And speaking of the PCs, this is my gaming PC. The internals are all from a pre-built PC that I actually got from Costco, which is a really good price, and all the specs are actually really good, and it was like a sub $1,000. And this PC case is actually from Stoneforge and it's a collaboration with one of my favorite VTubers, Michi Mochivi. The case is beautiful, it looks stunning, and this is my first ever PC swap, technically, and it went just fine. And the little Jareds on the front too, they're so cute. And right next to that is my Switch that I occasionally will play games on, my Rubik's Cube that I can solve. Yes, I can solve one. And right next to that is my limited edition VTuber Awards 2024 V card. And sitting between my PC and my monitor is this beast right here. This is the Rode Streamer X. This is my audio interface, but also my capture card for my gaming PC. It has built-in MIDI buttons and it has preamps in it. It's just got a whole bunch of really good stuff to really get you up with streaming and having better quality audio and better quality visuals. And I have this mounted to my old monitor arm and this little 3D printed casing that DSLR video shooter created. You can check out his video. He goes into depth about how it's really good for content creators. I just love how it levitates and it's just off the ground, so it's taking less desk space. And connected to that is my interface, which is a Scarlett 2i2. And right above it is actually a USB switcher. So that way I can switch all of my USB items from my Mac to my PC with one click of a button. And of course, I gotta have my Anker charger. This charges my phone, my watch, my AirPods all in one, and it sits right on my desk. As for lighting in my space, I actually have my Godox XL60W with a small little light dome that's pointing into my room. And it's sitting on a C-stand that's actually connected to like an umbrella holder for your lawn. I learned from my other friend Justin Porter when he showed it, and it's phenomenal. It takes up so little space and it keeps everything nice and sturdy. And on top of my Asus monitor, I still have my BenQ light bar. I literally cannot imagine editing without one nowadays because it just seems wrong that I don't have my desk lit up. And right behind it, I have this weird customizable hexagonal light thingy. I don't know, I saw it on Random Frank P's channel once and I was like, cool, I'm gonna get it. And it's been with me ever since. And I'm a gamer, so you know I gotta have a Secret Labs chair, right? It is Cloud9 because I did get it when I was working with them, but I do plan to change it in the future. And one of the coolest upgrades I have is this high ground keyboard. It's so slick, it's nice and slim, and just, oh dude, just listen to the sounds. Listen to the sounds. All right, last little bit of accessories for the desk. I have my Razer Viper Hyperspeed V3 wireless gaming mouse. This thing is light, super slick, and I actually have these custom grips around it from Super Grip. And of course, I gotta have my girl Iron Mouse with her otaku lamp sitting right on my desk, keeping me company. And the mic that I'm actually using with this setup is an XM8500. This is like a $20 microphone, and in comparison to an XM7B, this thing sounds really good for the price. I actually learned this from DSLR video shooter because he actually had a 3D printed housing for it that made it look like an SM7B. Okay, now back to the rest of the room behind me. I have this massive dome light from Newer, and it's connected to my GVM 300 watt bi-color LED light. This helps illuminate the room when I'm filming or doing shoots in my room, and also when I'm streaming. And right underneath that is my old gaming chair from Fantasy Labs. And I got a nice little shelving space to hold all my consoles, action figures, and some unfinished artwork. And right next to it is my pull-down projector from Kodak. You guys already seen it, but this is just a nicer way to watch streams or movies when I don't want to be sitting at my desk all night. And you're probably thinking, what the heck is this massive beam just sitting in my room? This is a Manfrotto auto pole. Basically think of it as a massive tension rod, but for camera gear. And this is how I'm connecting both of my lights to light up my room and any other accessories that I want without taking up space on the floor. And making the return from last time is my Zelda themed wall. At the very top, I actually have a Kindred mask that I painted myself. She's one of my favorite characters from League, right next to Jinx and Malzahar. I also have all three basic transformation masks, along with the Fierce Deity and Majora's Mask themselves. And we still have the Master Sword with its sheath hanging up on the wall right underneath them. Honestly, this desk is so nice. Like, the screen space here is great. Again, the real estate, it's just massive. Like, when you sit here, you can never look at another screen the same ever again. Ooh, and I can't forget these bad boys. These are the Razer Black Shark V2 Pros. These are the updated versions, so the microphone sounds amazing, the EQing in it is amazing. The last things I got for this table were these metal table legs. This helps make the desk more sturdy because I have a lot of things that are really heavy that are sitting at the back of the desk, and I didn't like how it wobbled. Whew, that was a lot. Not gonna lie, that's quite a bit of stuff jammed into one room. You never really know how much you have in a room until you move out. You know what I mean? It's like your room is all set up and nice and comfy, and you look at it, or even your kitchen, and you're just like, I don't really have that much stuff. And then when you finally move out, you have like 7 boxes of just stuff, and you're just like, where is all this? I feel the exact same way about this room. If you guys are looking for the list of all the things that I have in this room that are purchasable, I'll have a link to it down in the description below. And if you are on any other social platforms, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, I will not have it there, obviously, because the list is going to be too damn long. So is there anything that you liked about the setup? Is there anything in particular like, ooh, I've been wanting that, where'd you get that from? Let me know in the comments below. Like, I'm such an open book. Ask me anything, and if I don't know the answer, I will sure as hell point you at least in the right direction about where you need to go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time when I add a whole wall panel of LEDs to this room and blind my neighbors.